Hey guys, I'm cooking from my kitchen. Today you are going to watch me make pizza in a mug. So this is a pizza recipe. We're gonna put everything into a coffee mug and heat it up in the microwave, which is crazy. I've never heard of pizza in a mug before. I've done cookie in a mug and cake in a mug, but never pizza in a mug. So I'm gonna get a mug out of my cupboard. And we're gonna get started. All right, so while you're watching me make pizza in a mug, I'm gonna do some things right and I'm gonna do some things wrong, and you're gonna have to tell me if I made a mistake. All right, so we need for this recipe flour, we need some seasonings, we need some baking powder and baking soda. These ingredients are what help make bread and muffin get nice and puffy in the oven. It helps it rise. I got a huge thing of salt. I have a little bit of tomato sauce right here in this little jar. And I've got my cheese, and I got some pepperoni. Those are all the ingredients. And we also need a little bit of water for this recipe. All right, so those are our ingredients. The supplies that we will need: cup, measuring spoons, and a spoon to stir with. All right, so first I mix all of the dough ingredients. I put all the dough ingredients into my mug, stir, and then last I put sauce and cheese on top before I microwave it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, I also need a measuring cup that's a fourth of a measuring cup. It's probably hard to see. All of my numbers have rubbed off. So a fourth of a cup. The first thing is a fourth of a cup of flour. All right. Miss Nixon has gone gluten-free, so I'm gonna do kind of a flour mixture so that way I can taste it. But regular flour works too. So I'm gonna do a little bit of flour. All right. And you can use your finger or a spoon to kind of scoop across the top and make sure it's all level. All right. So I'm gonna put my flour into my cup. Close up my bags. All right, next I need oregano. Oregano is a spice. I'm almost out of mine. It's called an herb seasoning. Pizzas usually have lots of seasoning. Look, I even have a spice in my spice rack that's called pizza seasoning. But I'm not gonna use that because I'm following the recipe. So I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of oregano. So I gotta look at my spoons to find the right one. This one says, let me get it so you can see it, 1/4 teaspoon. All right, let me get 1/4 of a teaspoon, plop it in. All right, so far, have I done everything right? All right, next, I need Next, I need 1/8 of a teaspoon. So if I look at all of my spoons, my measuring spoons, all right, which one do you think is 1/8 of a teaspoon? Think it's the biggest one, or do you think it's the smallest one? All right, I'm gonna take my 1/8 teaspoon and measure baking powder. All right. All right, that looks good. I'm just gonna dump that right in here. You guys are so smart. That's not right. I measured the spoon too big. All right, look, this can even has this fancy edge that if I have too much on my spoon, I stick it right here and I can scrape it off. Look how nice, look, perfectly level scoop. All right, plop that in. Okay, next I need baking soda. They are different. So there's baking powder and there's baking soda, and they are different. So when we read recipes, we got to make sure we look at the right one. I need 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, put that in right here. All right, got that done. Now I need my salt. All right, I need 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Come on, spoons. All right, which one was that again? Was it the smallest or the biggest? 1/8 of a teaspoon. Definitely the biggest. All right, I'm gonna put this much salt into my mug. Whoa, that would be way too salty. Oh, phew. Good catch, good catch. Okay, all right. Smallest one is 1/8 of a teaspoon. All right, look at that. Nice and level scoop. Putting it into my mug. All right, then I need garlic powder. Garlic powder is a very strong smell. So I definitely want to measure garlic powder right. Too much garlic would not taste good. So, does that look good? Nice and level? I think so. Put the garlic in. All right. Now, to make it come together like bread, when we are baking, making breads or doughs, we usually always have to have an oil. So this recipe says I need a tablespoon of olive oil, all right? So, tablespoon is the biggest one. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon, 1/2 of a teaspoon, whole teaspoon, and then dun dun dun, the big one is the tablespoon. So I need a tablespoon of oil. All right. So, tablespoon of oil into my mixture. All right, now our recipe tells us to stir it up before I put the sauce and cheese on top. So let me show you what it looks like right now. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's dry ingredients still. It's not mixed together. So now I'm gonna mix it and show you what it looks like. Ooh, you know what? I forgot water. All right, so right now it's not mixing very well. It's kind of chunky. I forgot my water. I need 3 tablespoons of water. All right, so I put water in a little container so you can watch me measure it. So I need 1, 2. All right. Oh, you're right. I need another one. Okay. 3 tablespoons. Now I can mix it up. All right. This is looking kind of interesting. I'm a little suspicious if this is gonna turn out okay. All right. So now we've got this funky looking dough, but it looks good. I've mixed it all together. I feel like I need to show you guys better. Hold on. All right, show you in some better light. There we go. It's looking kind of soupy. All right, so now let me put my phone back up here. So now I'm supposed to add my sauce and my cheese. Our recipe doesn't say anything about pepperoni, but I love pepperoni, so I'm gonna add that too. So our recipe says 1 tablespoon. Is that the biggest one? Yes, it is. So I need a tablespoon of sauce. What I'm gonna do now is set my mixing spoon off to the side. I'm gonna take a tablespoon of sauce and put that on top. Interesting. All right. Tablespoon of sauce on top. I'm just gonna put the rest of mine in here because I like sauce. Extra sauce is okay. Some people like extra sauce on their pizzas. All right, and then I need 2 tablespoons of shredded cheese. So I'm gonna kind of do that like this. I'm gonna measure 2 tablespoons. So there's 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons of cheese. Alright, I like pepperonis, so I'm going to kind of take my pepperoni and rip it so it's a little bit smaller pieces of pepperoni. Because this is a small little cup of pizza. So I'm going to put 2 pepperonis in here. All right, there we have it. Now I microwave it for 1.5 minutes. Let's see what it looks like before, and then we'll see what it looks like after. Okay, guys, I did it. All right, these are all of the ingredients that we used. I put it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Even though we did the microwave and not the stove, the cup is really hot. Hot cup, so make sure that you hold the handle so you don't get burned. All right, look at how it turned out. You can see the cheese is all melted. The bread is cooked. All right, and I'm gonna try it. I haven't tried it yet. All right, it's probably pretty hot. Probably pretty hot. So I gotta blow on it. It's not bad. My only critique is it needs a lot more sauce. So maybe after you cook it, you can add some more pizza sauce. But look at that. Ooh, cheesy. Ooh. Cheesy bite. That was a better bite. I had more sauce. Yum. All right, so pizza in a mug. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, 80%. It's a very fun thing to do. So this would be something really fun, a fun activity you could do at home. Most people have in those ingredients. Most people have oil and spices and flour and cheese. The only thing that you might not have is sauce. And actually what I did, because I didn't have sauce either, was I had a can of tomatoes and I just kind of smushed it up in a little bowl and added some seasoning. So I kind of made my own little sauce with tomatoes. But that's a good little pizza in a mug. What do you guys think of that? All right. Thank you for tuning in to Cooking at Miss Nixon's House.